Okay, good morning. Welcome to Egg Beans Scottish Fitness. Hope everybody's doing well today, especially got here early. Thank you, Miss Warren. How are things in Great Britain, considering things off to your east are getting heated up? Obviously, that's something that they're talking about pretty much 24/7 today. We're going to talk about nutrition and how it's important to eat healthy meals and everything. Hello, how's the audio and video? Do I have enough light or do I need to turn on the overhead light? From where I'm looking at it, looks pretty good. Warren cousin, looks good. All right, so yesterday I had what I called a dry breakfast. Meaning I wasn't cooking anything in grease. Now, the funny thing is the hard-boiled eggs really had I don't know, they just didn't taste right. So, when in doubt, throw it out. So I got rid of those. Those are the ones I bought from the local Walmart. And I'll be taking them back and exchanging them out. Today I've got I can turn that down a little bit. Today I got my ones from my neighbor down the road. And I'll be utilizing those. So besides bacon today, I'm also going to do some sausage links. I don't do these often, but I see them at the store. I've seen a lot of prices on things have went up. These hadn't, so I figured I better grab these before they do. So I was in Walmart yesterday, and there are some foods that I buy all the time, especially for long-term storage, stuff that can last a couple of years. And it was always my go-to place to get like Prego spaghetti sauce. And they're always $1.98. Well, they were $2.10 all across the board, so everything kind of went up a little bit. Manny, appreciate your children's service. God bless America, America first. Thank you very much, Manny. I appreciate that. I also served, but it was kind of a real bonus when they did. Surprised me in a very pleasant way. Made Dad big chest, proud, all that good stuff. Well, as we got Miss Worms here, I'll have the kitty come and say hello to everybody. Well, come on in, Binks. I know, let's say hello to everybody. Hi, everybody. This is Binks. All right, my feral cat was a wild cat for 6 years, but now she understands I'm not such a bad guy. But she invited a raccoon up to the deck the other day, a big, about 25-pounder. So we had to talk about that because I don't want big raccoons on the deck. So say hi to Mrs. Worm. Hi. She loves to be held and petted, but she'd rather be under her terms. And she's getting better about me picking her up. Yes, I have spoiled the cat. I do that. I'm an animal person. I mean, I hunt and eat them too, but not cats. All right, sweetie. Time to go back outside. She wasn't too crazy about going back outside, but I know Mrs. Warren likes to see the kitty, so I figured I'd give her a treat and let her come in. So yesterday I had what I call a dry breakfast. Even the cucumbers and not yet anyway. Even the peppers, I didn't cook them in the grease net. I just cut them up, which I'm going to do that again today too. But I do have some sausage and some bacon I want to have, and then I want to cook an egg or two in the grease. I had my first full workout yesterday in 10 days because I was fighting the flu. Just the normal flu, thank God. And then I went heavier than I thought I was going to be able to go, so I was really happy about that. So I got green peppers, red peppers, and yellow peppers. Basically, anything that I cut up that comes from a garden goes back to the garden. So I vegetable pieces, parts, eggshells, coffee grounds go back to my garden, and I plant the garden in the spring. February now. If we don't get too much rain, I probably can get it in by May, but some years it's a lot later. Message deleted by thank you, Miss Worm. Yeah, you get those people every now and then. No hot dogs today. No. Let's go soon. That much to do. Yep, war is on the horizon. I'm stocking up one more time. Gas, food, ammo. Don't forget bottled water. I remember when we first had to close the shutdowns. Besides toilet paper, bottled water was disappearing, and the Walmart was out, and Target was out, and the one place that wasn't out was a jewel store. So I picked up 4 cases, and the lady in front of me in the line, around my age, said, "Well, what are you buying water for? Don't you have, city water?" And I said, "No, actually, I seen Nature Girl, Mama Jules on, I think Prepper Nurse 1 yesterday. She was on there. And I think she was on the breakfast chat yesterday here also because her son, either yesterday or the day before, because she had her son on there too. But I know her son is visiting her, so she might be spending time with her. But yeah, she was here yesterday along with her son. And I think I seen her last night too. Have some honey and garlic. They're good for the flu. So I got the honey. So raw, unfiltered. I usually mix it with some hot water or tea. I just got this tickle. I ain't coughing anything up, but this tickle stays here. It's kind of irritating. But you got water. She was like, "Well, don't you have water?" I said, "I'm on a well." I said, "But you've never had power outages? You've never had, citywide boil orders?" And the young lady who was working the counter was kind of looking at it like, really, you had to ask that question? So she went back, put her groceries in her car, and then came back through and got some water. So I thought that was a good thing that day. The key to being prepared is redundancy. They have more than one way of doing it. So I got the peppers. I also got blueberries. And I gotta start eating these up pretty quick. Because unfortunately, they don't last forever, even in the fridge. I picked up some yogurt yesterday too. Warning, thank you. Won't heal you, but it'll help shorten the course of infection by a few days. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, actually, honey is an antibiotic. Terminix is another one which I don't have, which I've been needing to pick up. Then I have exciting news. Today I go pick up my t-shirts that I had made for Scottish Fitness. And what I'll do is I'll do a short video with me having it on. Now generally t-shirts and such things are only for members, but I'll be honest with you, me having a total of 5 members so far, if anybody is interested in purchasing the t-shirts, I'd be more than happy to sell them to you. They're going to be $20. They're a light gray. They got my Scottish Fitness, just get in the gym and lift logo on it. And in the lower 48s, shipping and handling will only be $7. Fortunately, for my friends in Great Britain and in Europe and other places unknown, it's just really too expensive to send it, postage-wise. Although my daughter will be in Germany in March. She's going to get some training there from, I got to put out, lose my mind. And I have a friend there, Rupert, who made a artist drawing of me on wood. He burned it in. But he didn't send it to me because it would cost just as much to send it as for me to pay for the artwork. So my daughter's going to pick it up when she's in Germany. Half a jar of honey, pack in full of thyme and chopped garlic. Teaspoon of hot water, gets rid of germs, vampires, and anybody else within 10 feet. Yeah, that'll last for years. I'm sure. Nutrition is the key to staying healthy. It sure is. You can't work out a bad diet, is the old saying. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining in. John from McBean's Scottish Fitness. Hit the thumbs up, please. It helps it out. If you're not a subscriber, please do. I do have memberships available. Members and anybody else will ask. Can buy t-shirts. I'm going to have that video and a picture come out later on today. I'm going to go into Ottawa, Canada, and pick those up later on this morning. And I'll probably hop in the gym for a quick workout and then pick up some last minute supplies. We have another Utter Butter peanut butter winter storm heading this way. And supposed to start at about 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's 9:30 now in the morning. And it's going to start with snow and maybe freezing rain. And then sleet, and then snow again. So I think Mama's going to get to spend tomorrow with me again. We've had some 3 or 4, we even had a 5-day, last week we had a 5-day weekend. She was off for the storm Thursday and Friday, and then she had Monday off because of the holiday. So it was a nice time. We got to spend a lot of quality time together. I don't know how I lost the thumbs up. Somebody must have clicked the thumbs up to get it knocked out, the good one. Sometimes when you double click it, it'll do that. I went from 7 to 6. So if everybody want to check that. Mama Jules, good morning. Got Matthew, so I see our beaverines. Actually, we explained the Nature Girl. And she came in a little bit later last time too, so it might be that she's just not online yet. So to my friends in Europe, there is we'll be praying for your safety in that. Unfortunately, when violent things erupt over there, I think it encourages other factions to do the same. I don't really see anything to be done about what's going on over there, but hopefully it'll stop at that part of Ukraine. We can only pray for that. No sanctions or anything is going to hinder Putin. He's just not built that way. 15-30 hours, 3:30 in the afternoon. Just had freezing rain and gales. You are getting some terrible weather there in Great Britain. Is it always that way, or is it just a bad year this year? You know, all that cold weather and freezing, I don't know, must be a global warming. Yeah. Probably should get started on that. So I'm happy to be back in the gym. I got the bench up to 405 pounds with a nice pause. So I was ecstatic about that because I didn't know if I was going to have that sort of endurance after fighting a really bad flu for about 10 days. So really quick, they're not my sponsor yet, but I'm hoping. I sold enough of their product, Fairlife Milk. Also, I picked up some protein bars, and I picked up yogurt. Yogurt's really good. Healthy calories, about 6 grams of protein in those little yogurt cups. I picked up 3 of them yesterday. I have 1 left. I'll probably stop by the store and pick some more up. Just because I think tomorrow will not be a traveling day. Bad year for winds so far this year, yeah. So here we're on our 3rd snowstorm, which is not unheard of. You know, some years we can go and get no storms at all, but that's the oddball. That's not the norm. And then there's other years. I remember in 1979 we had 41 inches of snow, dropped in a period of about 2.5 days. It was a great year. I had just bought a snowmobile from my neighbor, and we were off for like 10 days straight. And I was enjoying it. I was on that snowmobile probably 8 hours a day. A little fresh ground pepper, a little sea salt from the seashore. There we go. Spatula. We'll get about 10 of them. And I'll be ready for my breakfast. Got my vitamins. Let's start with the big multivitamin. It's trying to catch everything, but another thing I did pick up yesterday is some tangelos, or what do you call them? Halos, they call them. They're small oranges. I like to get my vitamin C through these, but time they get shipped to us and that, their effectiveness is not as good. Oh, there we go. Next one on the list is vitamin D3, then zinc. Now I remember when zinc got so rare, I had to order it on Amazon. And vitamin C. All these benefits you by your immune system and also your ability to repair muscle. All right, got Yum Stickly. How we doing? Welcome back. If anybody's got any questions, let me know. Got to go. Have a great day and stay safe. Thanks, Mama Jules. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I'm going to try to have these at a regular time every morning. So my subscribers know to expect it sometime between 9:15 and 9:30. And the reason it's a little bit later is I'm usually on listening to Prepper Nation and his live stream and or premieres usually start at 9 or at 8:15. And I like to catch his channel first. And if you want a nice informative channel about proper preparedness and what's going on in the world, I highly recommend St. John at Prepper Nation, Molly or Miss Worm, you want to put the link in there? I appreciate it. Another one I follow pretty heavily is also Gray Man Prepping. Also the Angry Prepper. I actually got a hold of him via email last night because he's going to start doing a fitness channel. And I asked him if he wanted to maybe collaborate on some things, and sounds like that might happen. That would be exciting. Also, Rudy at the Alaska Prepper. I like to watch. Just because they take time, they research what they're talking about. But they do let you know it's their opinion. You go ahead and do your own research. For those of you who may have anybody in the 82nd Airborne, I'd say a quick prayer for them. They are in Europe, pulling border, I would say, security at, yeah, you're in France now. Russia's going crazy. And obviously it's on the news. I was on a different channel last night, and the creator was saying that it was all smoke and mirrors and it wasn't going to happen. And I told him in comments, I said, it's happening. I mean, it's happening right now. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. I think he liked my comment because it was there wasn't too many people in the chat. I knew he'd seen it, but he didn't make any mention of it. And then about midnight last night, I got the alert that it's on. You know, I hate being right about these things, but it's definitely on. I was also watching. Hey, Harvey Black, how you doing? I was also watching Batman Prepper had the Canadian Parliament on all day. And you talk about, and this goes true for, I would say, any politician, political group. Talk about people that can just talk all damn day and not say anything. And before they had a chance to vote, whether those emergency powers were legal or not, Trudeau already said, well, yeah, we're going to cancel them. I said, well, yeah. It reminds me of a book I read when I was a teenager, decades and decades ago, by Isaac Asimov. All right, Isaac Asimov he at the time was a really known physicist that also wrote fiction. And he wrote a series called the Foundation Trilogy. And I remember one part that stuck to me to this day where, the empire is collapsing. It's having problems. The outer planets are really worried. And the senator comes to give them assurances. And he talks for 45 minutes, and then he leaves. Everybody's clapping and everything. And they went through his speech. And they realized what he said on this side of the speech later on, he took away in this one. And when they finally analyzed what the message was in his whole speech, they realized he had said nothing and he had promised nothing. And to me, that's a definition of politicians. Just a polite way of saying they talk out of both sides. Did you watch the Apple TV miniseries? No, I don't have Apple TV. Because I don't watch much TV. I catch One American News for about 45 minutes in the morning. They'll cover everything and loop it again, so I got it. I don't watch the opinion shows because I think we all should make our own opinion. I take in the raw data. I get online and I research things that I find that are interesting and try to pull some more data on it. Unfortunately, I got a brother who, believes whatever the media says. I got a cousin, she watches news 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, and her health is suffering. I told her to turn the damn TV off. There's news, and then there's just too much noise. So, on YouTube, I watch a couple proper channels to get information. I get the information, I apply it, or I don't apply it. I would hope people apply it. I think we've been saying things are going to go bad for the last couple of years, and I believe things are bad. Hey, KT, how you doing? Good seeing you. I recognize you from some of the other channels that I follow. Thanks for stopping in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I expanded in World War III, so if you're on Prepper Nation, I gave the worst case scenario for the next 30 days. This is my opinion, and I hope I'm wrong, but bad actors tend to take advantage of weak leaders. So, China and Taiwan, I think, is the next thing that happens. South Korea has problems with North Korea. Number 2, Israel's number 3 that has issues. And number 4, not necessarily in that order, we have some issues on our weak southern border because our southern border is wide open. And if I was somebody who wanted to cause problems with America, that's where I would come through. I believe there was a movie very similar to this premise. Yeah, and where we get our beaverines from. Blueberries. But I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, from Gray Man and Alaska Proper Channels, yeah. Ms. Worm, it's not if Putin gets away with Ukraine, he will. NATO is not a deterrent to him. And I think here in America, we just don't want to go head to head with Russia. Supplying equipment is kind of an easier way to do it. If you're new and you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, I appreciate it. It definitely helps my channel in that. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I also have memberships. Perks on the membership on all 3 levels, and forget that last level because $24.99 is ridiculous. I can't do anything about that, at least not at this time. But my members are either at the $2.99 or the $6.99 level, which is more than generous, and I appreciate. But the best way to help this channel is watch my videos and let the commercials run. I do have a lot out there, and I'm rebranding some with some really cool thumbnails. It's seen that someone said your presentation and your thumbnails are important to getting views. I'm not kidding anybody. It's all about views when it comes to YouTube. Because my channel is not a, how would you say it? My channel is more of a mainline, less fitness and nutrition and some prepping. It takes a little bit longer to grow, although I am really happy the way it's going. Yeah, supplying equipment, doing sanctions, etc. Yeah, if you want to be doing the kill off James Bond, there you go. I love that series, especially when Sean Connery was in it. Also, what was the other one? Can't think of the actor's name. But he had one of his own shows too. Oh, it'll come to me. Or not. 6 years old. Some names kind of disappeared, and later on they go, "Hello, I'm back." So here's what a nice nutritious breakfast looks like. Blueberries, green, yellow, and red peppers, bacon, sausage, and eggs. Oh, nice glass of milk. Oh, that bacon is so good. I tell you, I will never buy regular bacon again. We got this Hy-Vee down in Bloomington that just makes a fantastic bacon. They have one that's bourbon, and they have another with black pepper. Oh my goodness, they're so good. Roger Moore. Yes, that was what I was thinking of, Miss Worm. Thank you. Roger Moore and Sean Connery were my favorite. James Bond. Thank you, KT. I appreciate that. I tell you, what I can do is, and what I like doing is, getting people motivated to get back in the gym, to get themselves in better shape, because that's part of preparedness. I'm gonna drop this Bluetooth for a second. What's up, Binks? Wow. I gotta come up here so I can read things in that. The best thing we can do is refrain from panic buying. And you're right. I don't think the panic buying caused the problems during the shutdown. I think, my opinion, but I think it was the people trying to take advantage of it. I stopped in the Walmart back there in 2020, like February, just before the shutdowns, and I grabbed a 20 roll of Scotch tissue paper because we had just opened one. And my thing is, once I opened one, I went and bought one. I also had another one on reserve. It's just the wife and I, we don't need 500 rolls of toilet paper. And the lady asked me, "Oh, are you doing this because of the coming shutdowns?" I said, "No, I'm just doing it because I need toilet paper." She goes, "Well, we just had a guy who bought 10 of these rolls." So they sold 200 rolls of paper to one person. I said, "Well, why?" I mean, there's no really need that he needed that much toilet paper. Of course, once the stores were bare, well, then they were on Amazon selling them at ridiculous prices. I had a coworker who had 8 people in his household, and he was down to 2 rolls of toilet paper, and there was none to get. So I gave him a 4-pack that I happened to have, because I'd been prepping for years, so I had plenty of toilet paper, I had plenty of everything. He goes, "How much are you?" I said, "Don't worry about it." So, when they get back in stock, just buy me a 4-pack and replace it. And that's how we did it. But yeah, buy what you need and buy what you eat. The way I say it is, if it's on sale, which is rare and rare as it goes on, and if it's, they were panic buying in Florida, but they do that with every hurricane, Steve. I remember when I lived down there, and we had one of the major hurricanes coming through, and I'm at the gas pump at the 7-Eleven, and he's coming up with the change of pump price. I told him, "If you get near that pump, I'm going to hurt you." He's like, "Well," I said, "No, I'm going to pump my gas. The gas that's in that tank didn't change." All right. He just didn't get a new supply. It didn't change. And I kept away from that pump until I filled up. But yeah, you would see people buying lumber, buying water, buying everything like it was the end of the world. And chances are a hurricane was going to knock you out for 4 or 5 days tops. But the thing of it is none of us should have to panic buy, because we should be in pretty good shape if you've been following a proper channel. Now, my one joke on prepping on the toilet paper is when they started talking about having the shutdowns, everybody panicked and they started going to, Urban Prepper and all these preppers. They had a top 10 list of the things that you should be prepping. And toilet paper is in the top 10 list. If you go to most prepper ones, toilet paper is in the top 10. But it's not number 1. It's number 2. I can't help it. I just like that. Also, while Steve's here, he just reminded me, although I think I threw it in the sink. don't forget my buddy Cutco knives. Yeah, I think I have it in the sink. So I'm not going to reach in there and try to find it because it's got a really sharp blade. But Cutco knives, Steve's had his for over 40 years. I've had mine for about 5 months now. It's just wonderful. And Bink's out there in the field hunting. She's a good mouser. No matter how much I feed her, she will still go out there and get mice. The Wizard. Thanks for stopping by, The Wizard. If you're not a subscriber, please do. I'd appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. Costco, somebody got stabbed in the forehead with a pocket knife. Oh, great. Yeah, that's the first thing that I've just. How do you see the probability of World War III, KT? KT, in my opinion, World War III has been going on for 2 years. We just haven't declared it because we haven't got involved. But if you look at all the violence and conflict that's been going on, I think the only thing that delayed it, to be honest with you, is this Charlie 19 coming out. If it didn't come out, I think we would have been already there. I guess again, there we go. It's spelled Jayne. So if it's not that, then it'd be Jane. Maybe. I don't know. I know a Jane. Married my best friend Robert. So, it's not panic buying if you're buying something that you eat that you can store and you buy it in quantity. No, I mean quantity is you pick up a case of it. Costco is a great place for that because everything is in cases. So usually every time I go to Costco, I grab a case of sweet corn in the can and a case of green beans in the can. Now the wife prefers that we buy it frozen, and I do have the freezer full of it, but canned stuff will last years. And remember, if you got it down in a nice, cool, dry area, that's the best buy date. You can keep the stuff longer than that. There we go. Going, KT. My job's so top secret, I don't even know what it is. That's so good. So, my friends out in Europe and the Netherlands and that, stay safe. We'll be praying for you that the issue there is quick. Pasta is my powerlifting foods. Cabin's full. I like pasta. Like rice too. Was it okay in 2022 to go to war with NATO though? I don't think NATO's going to war. I mean, really, my opinion, but when has NATO solved anything? Just my opinion, but my buddy and I talked about that him and I served together, and we just said, has NATO ever solved the conflict? I think they're helpful. Maybe getting people out of bad areas, but that's about it. So remember, stock up on your vitamins, stock up on your minerals, stock up on Band-Aids and antibiotics, because here, I got a new fingernail growing. I won't take the band off, freak anybody out, but back in December, we were fixing the front of my house and I had a hold of the jamb while we were screwing in a board, and my neighbor decided to demonstrate the door to my wife while my finger was still in that jam. And I've already went through a box of Band-Aids and almost a tube of antibiotics. So, it's something that, could sit on your shelf for years, but when you need it, you'll go through it a lot faster than you think. So your first aid supplies, your minerals and vitamins. If you're getting low on C, buy 2 more bottles. I buy one to go and one to stow. Is usually the way I look at it. I tell you, it starts the war. Yeah, in Europe, I'll be honest with you, Europe is screwed. If that happens, there's really no good outcome for that. There's a movie out there. It's an old movie called Threads. An old British movie. You can get it in DVD, but it's only VHS quality. But it kind of lets you know just how devastating a nuclear war would be to Europe. And it's terrible. I mean, and the people in the movie were so unprepared is a shame. I know at least 2 of my kids prepping at some level. I tried telling my brother. He just doesn't see it. He's down in Florida. And mostly house trained. Cute. But I got my nephews and nieces, a few of them prepping too. The way I look at it is, number one, you're going to save money because you're buying the food at a cheaper price than it's going to be next year. I mean, I was picking up I like to have chili dogs, and I usually buy Hormel chili, and I was getting them for 99 cents a can when they're on sale, and I'd buy 10 cans every time. And now the cheapest I've seen them is like $2. So they've already doubled in price. No, there you go. Yeah, I think that's the movie I was talking about, Threads. I ordered it. My buddy told me about it. I watched it. There's no happy ending. But it just lets you know just how people react and how unprepared people were. It really, really is an eye opener and worth watching. So I am excited today. I'm going to get my T-shirt. I'm going to pick them up, and I got to place another order because I had the winner from my giveaway. Because he wants 2, but he needs them in 3X. I didn't order any 3Xs, so when I pick them up, I'll order some more. If you're interested, they're $20, $7 a ship if you're in the lower 48 states. Unfortunately, you have a good workout, Humes. Unfortunately, if you're overseas, that just postage makes it unreasonable. Leg day. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do squats. So when the wife comes home and says, "Did you do squat today?" I can say, "Yes, I did." But if anybody wants shirts, just send me a message or an email to let me know what size. Well, basically, I'm carrying large, extra large, and 2X. Figured most people can fall into that size. But my t-shirt looks just like this, light gray. Got a Scottish Fitness across. Let me see if I got the sample. Yeah, here we go. So it's going to have that logo, which my daughter Cheyenne made for me. So let me know if you're interested. I'm kind of excited about it. Christopher, hey, Battle. Time to deadlift. There you go. Welcome into the chat, Christopher. Good to see you. I got to pick up more peppers. All right, got 20 thumbs up. I appreciate that. I got 25, be even better. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. I expected I could use one as a tent. You talking about my shirt? My daughters used to, they were younger, used to acquire my shirts as pajamas, which I didn't mind. I just go buy another shirt. But next time in the post office, I'll ask them how much shipping to Europe would be. But I imagine it would be almost as much as the shirt itself. That's why when I do my giveaways, they're always a gift card. So I can send them to anybody. So I did a giveaway at 3,500 subscribers. So the next one will be when I hit 5,000, which looks like it'll be a while. Yeah, I look bigger in person. I had a Facebook friend come to one of my meets in Iowa. That was the first thing he said. He goes, "Wow, you're a lot bigger than you are in person." A lot of people say, "Man, you just don't look big enough to lift that weight." I said, "Well, yeah, you don't need big puffy muscles to lift a lot of weight. It's not where it comes from." But I am 6'4", about 260 pounds. I don't think I'm big until I sit. So I'm in a picture with somebody who I think is big, and then realize I'm either the same size, if not bigger. That's where I'm 6'4". Or used to be. Which makes some of those lifts more challenging than they should be. I got really long arms. I got a 6-foot wingspan. What is nice is I have that claymore. I think you've seen before I have here, and it's a two-handed sword, but to me it's more like a one-handed. I've always been naturally strong, but now I work at my full potential. And really what I want to do is I want to be as strong as I can for as long as I can. And never let it be me up here that stops me. I think a lot of times we can be our own worst. Crikey! I haven't seen that word in a long time. When I was in college, I used to watch a lot of BBC. Of course, they were old shows. And it was funny when my daughters go, "Dad, you got to check out this new show that's out. It's called The Doctor. And, he goes around in this phone book." I said, "Yeah, which is a TARDIS. And it's bigger on the inside. And he's a Time Lord." And they're looking at me like, "How'd you know that?" I said, "Oh, I watched this when I was in college. Because I watched it ever since it was like the third Doctor." And they were 5'6", ain't bad. My daughters are, I think, 5'8", the other one's 5'10". My son, he's 6'4", just like I am. We think you're pretty much eye to eye, about the same weight too. You wanted Russell to be around the last time he was here. And so we can't do that, son. One of us is going to get hurt. Probably me. And I can't afford the bill either way. He was a good kid. He understood. So I suppose I got 10 people in chat. Thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, please do. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. I do have the memberships available at $2.99 and $6.99. Ignore the other one. Unless you just want to give me a lot of money, I have no problem with that. I do the channel because I enjoy it, but also the extra income doesn't hurt either. Not going to lie about that. I want to give a shout out to my moderators, Miss Worm and Harvey Black too. Shout out to my other people of interest. The Body Beatdown was also a moderator, but he might actually be sleeping right now. I'm sure he'll catch it on the replay. John at Prepper Nation, who's been very supportive of this channel. Over at Grayman Prepping. Also, I was on his show last week, which I did post in my community channel, Late Night with Gray. I had a real good time there. Ooh, a few colonials insist on speaking pidgin English. Ooh, that'd be fighting words. Real fun part is I worked for Unilever, which is a big English company. And we had one of the vice presidents over from England. And him and I did not get along too well. And he said something about us having guns and, how our colonists shouldn't have guns. I said, well, first of all, we're not your colonists anymore. And second of all, we can't. And there's a good reason why. But, he's in Chicago where if you want a steak, you want one of the best steaks or pizzas, Chicago's where you get it. Then we flew out to Seattle. Well, anytime I'm at a coast, I order seafood. If the ocean's right there, that's what I want to eat. I don't eat seafood too much when I'm in Chicago unless it's catfish or trout, something, farm raised. And the waiter come by over at this, 5-star restaurant. I ordered, I think, marlin. And then all of a sudden, he ordered a steak. And the waiter just kind of looked at him. His name was Vince. I go, Vince, you don't order a steak here. So in Chicago, you order steaks. So here you order seafood. The waiter's like that and said, because he won't like our steaks. I said, especially because you've had steaks in Chicago. You're not going to get that steak here. I really haven't got a steak as good as in Chicago anywhere else in the country. And unfortunately, that even includes Dallas, Texas. One of the 3 different restaurants got 3 bad steaks. That was very disappointing. Could have been bad luck, I guess. See what we got here. Yep. So, what does it take? Here's what it takes to get into physical shape. It takes time. All right, so there's an investment in time, yours. It takes nutrition. Without good nutrition, you're not going to get your results. It takes rest. Without at least 6 hours of rest, you're not going to heal. And it takes exercise. That's your time. All right, whether you're doing cardio or whether you're doing Pilates, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're doing light lifting, heavy lifting, something in between, as long as you're doing at least 30 minutes a day, 3 days a week, you'll get a benefit. I always tell people to start slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't go in there the first day and do something stupid like I did. Go up there really heavy weights. But I've been there before. But I had taken 3-year break in my 30s. I regret doing so, but I did it. When I started back up, went down in the basement, I did a set of 10 at 135, did a set of 10 of curls, did a set of 10 of tries, I did a set of 10 of light deadlifts, I did a set of 10 of everything with light weights. Took a day off the next day, I did 2 sets of 10, same weights. Took a day off the next day, did 3 sets of 10, the same weights. And it wasn't until I got to 5 sets of 10 that I add weight. And it wasn't much. But I remember I started back up in November, I think, of 2000. And by May of 2001, I was back to where I was at before I stopped lifting. And it's called muscle memory. A lot of people, when they're seeing me, when I'm starting back on a cycle and I go up 5 pounds every week, they're like, oh, man, that's amazing. How do you get those gains? Well, they're not really gains. They're more like regaining what I had before. So I don't want people to think that you're going to have these huge gains immediately, because that's not the case. It takes time. You look for results months at a time. If you're trying to cut weight, I say cut 200 calories out of your diet, pick up your exercise a little bit, not on the scale the first day, don't hop on the scale for another 2 or 3 weeks. If you've lost weight, continue doing what you were doing. If you haven't, cut another 200 calories. What's 200 calories? 2 eggs. You know, if you're drinking soda, so say you drink 4 cans of soda a day. All right, knock it down to 3 cans and replace one of those cans of soda with just a glass of water. Don't make drastic changes, because you just won't stick with it. So I got 23 likes. If I get 2 more, that would be fantastic. I hope you are enjoying the live stream. Hope everybody's being safe. Please like, subscribe, share on your social media so other people can like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I see a mod squad waving. I don't know if I got one going on. I haven't seen any chats popped up, so I'm wondering if my chat's working. If somebody can give me a number 1, let me know the chat's working. I'd appreciate it. I'm pretty sure you're hearing me, but I don't know if my chat's refreshing. Oh, good morning. There we go. From Matt C. Good morning, Matt C. Welcome to the channel. There we go. Thank you, Harvey. So John McBean with Scottish Fitness here. I'm talking about nutrition. Talking about preparing. Make sure that you have your vitamins and minerals, food and water. I would buy them now. Prices are probably going to go up. So the best way to fight the inflation is try to store up some food that you eat now. I watched everything go up 10% in Walmart yesterday, just about. You know, it's almost like someone go and say, listen, I know I was paying you $10 an hour, but now I'm paying you $9. Just kind of give you an idea what 10% a hit on your food is. You understand, food is number 1 priority here, food and water. You know, it's the rule of 3s, 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. A lot of food I'm eating now I bought at half the price of what it's selling for now. So I'm not buying quantities as often, because I only buy it if it makes sense. When does it make sense? When they finally have a sale on something that I eat that's at a price I used to buy it at. And then I jump all in. Yeah, see, welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. I appreciate it. I have a lot of videos on fitness and nutrition. I have a few fun ones out there too. You know, I kind of mix it up. I got to watch a bald eagle feeding out in the field yesterday, so I stopped and did a quick 37-second video of it and posted it. things like that. But if you have any questions, put them in chat or send them in messages, or shoot me an email at scottishfitness@gmail.com. And if you want a certain video made, curtailed to fitness and nutrition, send that to me also, and I will have it made for you. All right. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do them at 24 and 25 would make it wonderful. I think I must be missing some of the chat, which is possible. I fixed some of the things on my mobile hotspot, but not all of them. Only a couple more green peppers and yellow peppers to eat, and I'll be done. 25. All right. Thank you very much. So, things to look forward to today on this channel. Quick video and a picture of my new shirt I have available for everybody. I'm going to pick it up here soon after I get done with this video. And then probably a quick video of me doing some squats, so I can tell the wife I did squat. I didn't do squat today. And then I might be rebranding one or two of my old videos. I'm just trying some different pictures, trying different ways of getting people's attention and that. Next giveaway level will be when I reach 5,000 subscribers. Sometime next year, maybe. I'm at 3587 now, I think, right now. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's spoiled. I had one video just go nuts in December. And it'll be like 643,000 views on it. And that's what really got me to where I was at. And I haven't had one of those videos lately, so things have kind of slowed down. Remember, Fairlife milk, 13 grams protein per 8 ounces versus 8 grams per 8 ounces. Fresh eggs from the farm, fresh bacon from the butcher. Vegetables, they're not fresh, but they're from the store. I'll be growing them here in a couple months. They put a video of me moving my jalapeno plant out to the sun when we had a brief day in the 50s. Ended up getting over 400 jalapenos from that one last year. I think if all goes well, I'll get considerably more this year. So chat seems to slow down. So either I'm not getting the chat like I should, which is a possibility. Does the milk company know you advertisements? You tell them. I've sent them 2 emails. I gave my information and asked them maybe if they could send me some $1 off coupons I could send off to my subscribers. And so far, I have not got any response back from them. I probably need to check my junk mail. But no, I haven't got a response from them at this time. But I'll keep bugging them. The squeaky wheel gets oiled, as they say. If you don't ask, they can never tell you yes. So a quick shout out to the channels I like. John at Prepper Nation, Gray Man Prepping, Alaska Prepper, The Body Beatdown, The Angry Prepper, and Canadian Prepper. I get a lot of information from. Oh yeah, Jennifer Cruz. Got a nice channel. And that's CRUZ. And Northern Girl Hobbies. So until then, if no one else has any more questions. Yeah. Checking to see if China has invaded Taiwan yet. No kidding. If you put up their email, we could contact them too. They usually have a contact us. Let me see. Let me get their website up here. Official site. So it's loading. So what I'll do is I'll put their website up. Wow, that's a long one. Got to be a way of share this page. So copy link. Live. So here's their, well, that's a long link. There's their link to their main page. And then there's an area where you say contact us. And yeah, if you do that, I appreciate it. That'd be huge. I'd appreciate it a lot. Stop. Chinese planes have entered Taiwan airspace. Again, they've done that more than once, but it would not surprise me. Over Taiwan. Well, that was on Sunday. Oh no, this is so on Sunday they threw. So let's just look at news. One hour ago, Taiwan scrambles fighter planes as 9 Chinese aircraft enter its air defense zone. Yep. They're just testing how fast they can respond. You know, it's what you do first. You probe, and then you plan which way you're coming through. Unfortunately, I think it's coming. So I've been on, looks like for a little over an hour. I'm going to go and get ready and go pick up my t-shirts. Shoot out a quick video on that one. Try to get a workout video out there. Yesterday I did the workout. I started posting it at 2 in the afternoon. It got up to 38%. Then it jumped back down to 4. Then it got up to 95%. Then it jumped back down to 42. Then it finally posted at about 8 o'clock. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So, yep. The West End Hemisphere is buggered. Yeah, that's a word for it. Absolutely. So, everybody, you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for joining. I'll try to do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow might be stuck at home with Mama, which would be a good thing. Body Beatdown, welcome. We gave you a couple shout outs, so we didn't forget about you. So, but make sure to hit that thumbs up really quick and get it above 25. Just as I was getting ready to go, one of my favorite guys show up. Go real quick, Body Beatdown. My shirts came in. I had Jason say he wants 2 XXXs, which I don't have yet. Absolutely. And so I'm going to go pick up the ones I ordered. And I'm going to place another order. If you want a shirt, they're $20. $7 postage. Anywhere in the lower 48s. If you want one, let me know. Shoot me an email with your shirt size and your mailing address. And you can pay me at PayPal. I think it's under MacBean John. I think you'll see me in there in a kilt. All right. Unfortunately, the postage is going to be too much to send it to overseas. I'll go get some quotes on it and see how bad it is, but I imagine it's probably pretty bad. Toodle peep, KT. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Yeah, I will post a video with me wearing one. I'll also take a picture and post that on my community channel probably within a couple hours. All right. Everybody, thank you very much for joining in. And I will see you tomorrow morning. And back to Discord. Yep, I've been following that.